Hi everybody. This week my little lady rolled around for the first time. So I was thinking that the theme of this practice would also be like rolling around. So we'll do some stuff from our backs and some stuff from our fronts, just, playing with directions. I'm at the beach because we've been hanging out here for the last 2 days. And I was just thinking maybe I could do it in the sand. We'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna try to do everything here. If it doesn't work, I might need to change into like a grass area, but then I'll just cut it and yeah, you guys will never know. All right, so let's start with a flow called mountain pose to forward fold. So we'll start with our legs just hip width apart, spreading our wings up. Inhale and exhale to fold. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold down, hinging from the hips. Let your head fall heavy. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, float your way back down. 2 more. Inhale to lift up. And exhale to fall down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale down. All right, so first exercise will be what I call a windmill pose. So you start with this wide-legged position and you have your right hand, let's say, and you tap it to the left foot while the other hand, in this case the left hand, is reaching up towards the sky. And then you just shift. So you look like a windmill going back and forth. And we're gonna do that for 40 seconds starting now. If you want, you can play with your gaze, following the hand with the gaze. That might deepen your exercise, but it would also make you a bit dizzy. And there we go, 40 seconds. My next one was jumping jacks, but I think in the sand that might not work. No, I think I'm gonna do these lateral pulses instead. So 40 seconds, lateral pulses looks like this. So squat, squat down, pulse, squat down, pulse. All right, let's do that. 40 seconds of squat pulses. Let's go. After this, we're gonna do chair pose twists. Yesterday, I took this spontaneous jog with a stroller that is not a jogger, and in clothes that was not intended to be jogging in. I just tried to hurry to the store actually, and it turned into like this 7K or maybe 6K jog. There we go, finished. That was sweaty and now I'm feeling it in my legs. So next one, chair pose with a twist. So get ready, feet together, weight on the heels. can actually try and see if you can wiggle your toes. Then you know that the weight is in the right space. And put your hands together in Anjali Mudra. Inhale to lift and exhale to twist. It's been so fun to see Kai nailing the roll. She's only doing it in one direction so far. And just so you know, we're gonna stay in this twist. We're not gonna change direction for these 40 seconds. There we go, that's it. We're gonna do the squat pulses again, and then we're gonna do the twist on the other side. All right, get ready. Squat pulses coming up. Let's go. So she can't even like lie down now on the back. She just instantly wants to roll over. I'm curious of your kiddos. Do they roll? Do they like, you know, twinkle, or what do they do? A really funny thing is that she started to roll on the 13th of August, which, if you count the days, is exactly the same day as when Eli started to roll. That's it, 40 seconds. Because Eli is born the 1st of September and Kai is born the 1st of May. So it's really easy to keep track on like their developmental phases. And he started on the 13th of December, which is my mom's birthday. That's why I remember it so well. So she was like, if he can do it, I can do it. All right, let's do the chair pose twist on the other side. Feet together, starting the clock. Let's go. Anjali Mudra, inhale, and twist on the exhale. Push the elbow towards the knee to deepen the twist. Eight seconds. A little bit deeper with the bum. You can do it last couple of seconds. There you go. That's 40. Just having a look at my cheat sheet. All right, it's time for what I call the mobility drill. Let's see if I can do it here in the sand. I'm just going to show you once. It looks like this. You start on all fours. And then you lift so that you're on your hands and feet. And then you kick. Let's start with the left leg. So you kick the left leg through, cross body, lift your right hand towards the sky, and with your left foot lifted, you look up towards the sky, and then you revert back to the starting position, and then you do the same thing on the right. So kicking through with the right leg, looking up, lifting the left hand towards the sky, and back to center. So that's what we're gonna do for 40 seconds. It's a little bit slippery in the sand. I'm gonna try. If it doesn't work, I will cut, and then I will do it on the grass somewhere. But I think I'm gonna do it here. I'm just gonna prepare the space a little bit. All right, counting for 40. There we go. There we go, 40 seconds. It worked. Maybe it wasn't my finest ones, but it did work. All right, from there, we're gonna do a side plank. So I'm starting with my left hand down, And since I'm on the sand, I'm gonna do them on my elbows. You can decide how you want your side plank to be today. Starting from 40, let's go. Also, today might be the day where you experiment with, putting your legs on top of each other or lifting the right leg. For me, I'm not there yet. I could feel it already in my joints, or like my groin actually, that it was not today. I'm gonna stay like this, but you experiment with what feels good for you. A good little challenge is always fun. 40 seconds, that's it. And now it's time to repeat the mobility drill. And then we're gonna do the side plank on the other side. All right, preparing my little space. And 40, let's go. That's 40. So now side plank on the other side. For me, that means right hand down, or right elbow down. Go for 40. Now. My elbow is just digging its way down in the sand. I just love to be outdoors when I do these. And I've never had a proper workout done on the beach more than jogging. So I just figured, let's give it a go. And since it's my actual workout, we're gonna go with this one for YouTube. But I do realize the deep sand might not have been like the optimal space, but it's fun. It's kind of an adventure. Hip up, lift a little bit more. Last couple of seconds, there you go. Whoosh. All right, downward dog, 40 seconds. So start from all fours, curl your toes under, and let's meet in downward dog. If you want, you can have a micro bend. I actually do recommend it in your knees. Like, of course, you do you, but to over stretch is never good. Just a little bit of bend goes a long way. And for some of us, also me, we can't even think about like putting the heels down to the ground unless we've been stretching for an hour or so in different poses. So it feels good to also be okay with having a micro bend. And there we go, 40 seconds have passed. I just want to stay in this position, it's so good. The next one is a variation of this, so we will still get the benefits of the downward dog. So the next pose is a celebration to the rolling for Kai. This was the first one that I started thinking about when I was designing the class. I was like, yes, we need to put this pose in. It starts in a downward dog, and you lift one of your legs. So let's say that we're lifting the left one to a three-legged dog. And then from here, we move through. So we bend at the knee, move through with the foot and placing it in front or like cross body from us down to the right. And here we lift our right hand to flip over and come into this inverted position. The right hand is reaching up overhead and we're lifting the hip up, Coming back, we place the right hand down again, and then we draw our leg back up in a three-legged position, and then back in downward dog. Funny, this was actually the hardest one to do in sand. Okay, so this position we will do not for 40 seconds, but we will do them 3 times each. You know, if you only do one, that's awesome. I don't really know what I was thinking doing a class with the theme roll around when I was in the sand, but I just went with it. Starting in a downward dog position, lifting left leg up, bend at the knee, move through and place it on the right hand side of you. Lift the right hand up, twist the body, lift your hips up, reach up and overhead, and move it back down. Place your right hand back down, three-legged dog, and then we meet in downward dog, shifting legs. Both legs, 3 repetitions. So guide through, reach up and over, and back down. This was so much easier than in the sand. Left leg up, three-legged dog, move through. At first I was like, something is wrong with my body, I can't do it. Maybe this is too early for this pose. And then I realized, no, it's because I'm in the sand. Okay, three-legged dog, move through. Left hand reaches up and over, and guide it back down. Last reps on both. Downward dog, lift left leg up, move through, roll over. In celebration of Kai rolling over this week. Yay, week 15. And three-legged dog and back down. Downward dog. Enjoy it for a second or two. And let's meet on all fours. We're gonna go into a pose called scorpion, also a mobility drill. So you start by lying down on your stomach. With your hands down on the ground, palms down. And then you lift your left leg, and then you guide your leg over your own body so that your toes are dipping on the right hand side and your gaze follows along with the leg. So back down, lifting the right leg, dipping. Let's do a couple of more of these. Last one. All right, that's it. Let's meet in Sphinx. Press away from the ground with your whole hands, all 10 fingerprints, and your forearms too. We only have 2 moves left. We're gonna go from here into Superman hold and then bow pose, and that's it. So let's meet lying down. Reach your arms in front of you and lift the whole package up. So you lift your heels, your calves, your thighs, actually hamstrings, activate the glutes, thumbs pointing upwards, gaze slightly down. Let's hold for 40. You will probably start to sink, so I would definitely remind myself to lift back up with both arms and legs, because sometimes we just lift the arms back up, but the legs are like down here. So lift the whole thing up and then remind yourself in a couple of seconds to do it again. And then again until time runs out. Or like time is up. So we have 7 seconds. Lift everything up. That was it. And now we're doing the last pose, which is bow pose. So we're gonna grab our feet like this and then lift everything up except the pelvic floor, like the pelvic area. Going for 40, last one. Time. Lifting the torso up and push your feet towards your hands. That way you will lift even higher. Try to really kick into your hands. Kick, kick, kick. You might even start to roll around here, which is the goal. All right? The theme of today is rolling. So if you start to roll, might as well roll with it. Take a break if you need to, and up again. Last pose for today, kick. And that's it. There we go. Stretch whatever you need to stretch. I will head into a pigeon pose, because I really feel like I need a little bit of a hamstring stretch also from yesterday's jog. Thank you for hanging out with me through this crazy class. Let's see if it actually made sense when I watched this later on. I just wanted to do something to celebrate this big milestone, you know, in the baby's life, when they realize that they can actually, you know, they can actually move intentionally. And when you see that like light bulb go off, you know, she's so happy. And first she sees me when she lies on her back, and then she like rolls very quickly up on the stomach, and then when she sees me again, she's like, hey, there you are, and I see you in a completely different light now, like from a completely different perspective. And you know, it massages my belly. I just see that it feels so good. And then of course the next frustration arrives when she can't move from there. Like she's still having difficulties to get back on the back again. Sometimes she has fallen over. I'm just shifting to the next leg or the other leg. She has like fallen back down, but I'm not sure that it's been on purpose. But I guess like in a day or so she will do that, and that's going to be a relief for her as well. I don't know, it's just nice to stop for a moment and appreciate these milestones in their lives and to celebrate them. Because as soon as you know something, you're like on to the next. The learning and the like, you know, teaching yourself how to do things. Practice, just like this vlog, you know, I suck at this. I have no idea how to create a great angle or like what to say, how to guide people through video. Like I have no idea. I've never done this before. I feel such a big imposter syndrome, but I'm doing it anyway. Like I'm really trying to learn. I really try to practice and to have the courage and go out here and meet you guys and like post stuff that I cringe from watching. But it's like this is the only way to learn and to move forward and progress. To make progress, you have to do it. And when I look at Kai, she's like, I'm friggin' doing it. I'm all over here now. Before I was there, and now I rolled, and now I'm here. Yeah! Such a great moment. All right, that's it for this class. Hope to see you again next week. Enjoy your day. Thank you for watching. That one does not work at all in the sand. I have to shift. Okay, we're gonna try this spot instead. Okay, maybe it works from here. It's a really tough one to do with squishy flooring or like quicksand flooring.